is Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. And this is the book which is mainly based on to avoid procrastination and to take action all the time. Yes, Eat That Frog. So we start reading, and it starts with the introduction. This is a wonderful time to be alive. There have been, there never have been more possibilities and opportunities for you to achieve more of your goals than exist today. So we are in actually very right time frame in the current scenario because of the availabilities of many things and many possibilities. Now, it starts with many principles where how can we be action taker all the time and avoid unnecessary procrastination. So, the need to be selective. For this reason, and perhaps more than even before, your ability to select your most important task at each moment and then to get started on the task and to get it done both quickly and well will probably have more of impact on your success than any other quality or skill you can develop. Now, this can be applied to any area of life that you can keep your goals accordingly and apply this principle so that you will be able to see actual results of this principle. Now, an average person who develops the habit of setting clear priorities and getting important tasks completed quickly will run circles around a genius who talks a lot and makes wonderful plans, but who gets very little done. So it's very important that whatever plan we make, but how quickly and how completely we are doing that task. Now, why it is about the name Eat That Frog? Okay, the truth about the frogs. It has been said that if the first thing you do each morning is to eat a live frog, you can go through the day with the satisfaction of knowing that this is probably the worst thing that is going to happen to you all day long, and you have already finished it. Your frog is your biggest and most important task, the one you are almost likely to procrastinate on if you do not do something about it. It is also one task that can have the greatest positive impact on your life and results at that moment. So this can be the task which is working on yourself, on your health. It is the task which is in your work, or maybe something at house that you are thinking since long, but you are not able to do it. So keep that in mind and then apply all these things. So the first rule of the frog eating is that if you have to eat two frogs, eat the ugliest one first. Means whatever is the complicated, difficult one, please do it first. Now, this is another way of saying that if you have two important tasks before you, start with the biggest, hardest, and most important task first. Now, discipline yourself to begin immediately and then to persist until the task is complete before you go to something else. So, that is also very important. Now, think of it as a test. Treat it like a personal challenge. Resist the temptation to start with the easier task. So, like for example, this happens most of the time with exercise. Okay, I'll do this first, then I'll go to the exercise. I'll finish my other things, then I'll go to the exercise. That keep on, and that is something procrastination that you never go for it. So now the thing is, first do this task which seems more difficult for you and take it to the completion. Now, continuously reminding yourself that one of the most important decisions you make each day is what you will do immediately and what you will do later, if you do it or do it at all. So, very important is set that priority, the choice in this moment. Now, the second rule of this frog eating is that if you have to eat a live frog at all, it doesn't pay to sit and look at it for very long. So do not think much before, starting any task. So the key to reach higher level of performance and productivity is to develop lifelong habit of tackling your major tasks first thing each morning. And obviously, before you do anything else, without taking too much time to think about it. Most of the time, we keep on thinking and then applying any of the possibilities, impossibilities. So rather than that, important is do not think much. Once you have decided, just start it. And next is about quality of action. So you should have a quality of action orientation. That means take the action immediately. Now, author says successful, effective people are those who launch directly into their major tasks and then discipline themselves to work steadily and single-mindedly until those tasks are complete. Now, failure to execute is one of the biggest problems in even many big organizations. Many people confuse activity with accomplishment. They talk continuously, they hold endless meetings and make wonderful plans. But in the final analysis, no one does the job and gets the result required. So now develop the habit of success. So your success in life and work will be determined by the kinds of habits that you develop over the time. So now, until now, we read a lot about the right thought process. Now, this book will tell us like how we, convert these thoughts into actual action. And when we do it repetitively, it becomes our habit. Now, the habit of setting what? Priorities, overcoming procrastination, getting on with your most important task is a mental and physical skill. As such, this habit is learnable through practice and repetition. And over again until it locks into your subconscious mind and becomes permanent part of your behavior. Because when we keep on doing things repetitively, we'll be doing it in so it becomes automatic and easy to do for you. Now, this habit of starting and completing important tasks has an immediate and continuous payoff. You are designed mentally and emotionally in such a way that the task completion gives you positive feeling. It makes you happy. It makes you feel like a winner. Now, when we take actions, what happens is that we'll be able to, when we see results, our brain is, our reward centers in our brains are getting activated. And that is again one of the kind of the motivation that we are getting. Now, whenever you complete a task of any size or importance, you will feel a surge of energy and enthusiasm, and of course, self esteem. The more important the completed task, the happier and more confident and more powerful you feel about yourself and your world. Now, the completion of important task triggers release of certain chemicals in your brain, that is endorphins, which will make you feel more positive, creative, and confident. So then it creates the positive vicious cycle. Now, very important is develop a positive addiction. So here is one of the most important of so-called secrets of success. You can actually develop a positive addiction to endorphins and to the feeling of enhanced clarity, confidence, and competence that they trigger. So when you develop this addiction, you will at unconscious level begin to organize your life in such a way that you are continuously starting and completing ever more important tasks and projects. You will actually become addicted in a very positive sense to success and contribution. One of the keys to your living a wonderful life, having a successful health, career, and everything, whatever you want about yourself, is to develop the habit of starting and finishing important things. When you do this, when you do, this behavior will take on a power on its own, and you will find it easier to complete important tasks rather than not to complete. So it's just that habit to develop. And that's why what we are actually doing it, we are reading it. Then, of course, with meditations and visualizations, we are trying to internalize this knowledge. Of course, we are using other tools like affirmations, gratitude, journaling, so that we can apply it to every single day in our life. So, next is about no shortcuts. So, practice is the key to master any skill. Fortunately, your mind is like a muscle. It grows stronger and more capable with use. With practice, you can learn any behavior or develop any habit that you consider either desirable or necessary. So, this is very important to understand that it's an ongoing process. Now, very important, last I'll take, then we'll move on to the next segment, that there are 3 Ds of new habit formation. You need 3 key qualities to develop the habits of focus and concentration, which are all learnable. They are what? Decision, discipline, and determination. So, first make a decision to develop the habit of task completion. So, first decide. That is the first stage. Unless and until you decide for yourself, you will not be able to get into this mode. Second is discipline. Discipline yourself to practice the principles you are about to learn over and over until they become automatic. And third one, back everything you do with determination until the habit is locked in and becomes a permanent part of your personality. Repetitive habits becomes your personality and attitude, and then it stays with you forever. So, most importantly, visualize yourself as you want to be. That is something identity shift that yesterday also we were talking. So, there's a special way that you can accelerate your progress towards becoming the highly productive, effective, and efficient person that you want to be. It consists of your thinking continuously about the rewards and benefits of being action oriented, fast moving, and focused. And see yourself as the kind of person who gets these tasks done quickly and well on a consistent basis. So, your mental picture of yourself has a powerful effect on your behavior because you are constantly focusing on your best, better version. Visualize yourself as the person you intend to be in future. Your self-image, the way you see yourself on the inside, largely determines your performance on outside. All improvements in your outer life begins with the improvement on the inside in your mental picture. So you have a virtually unlimited ability to learn and develop new skills and habits, and obviously your personality. So when you train yourself through repetition and practice to overcome procrastination and get your most important tasks completed quickly, you will move on to the fast track in your life. So whichever area of your life you're concentrating on, and step on the accelerator of your potential. So all these techniques will obviously give that momentum, what we really need. Okay, because all important thing is we have so many, aspirations, so many goals, but whoever will take actions persistently, consistently will see the result. So with this, we'll move on to our next segment, which is guided meditation. And again, it is focusing on these concepts like how it is important to have clarity for what exactly we want to do. So with this, we start our meditation. Start sitting in comfortable position with your eyes closed and spine straight. Start focusing on your breathing. Take a deep inhale. Hold for a moment and slowly exhale. One more time. Deep inhale Hold for a moment and slowly exhale. Allow your mind and body to relax completely. Just bring your awareness to your mind and ask yourself softly, what truly matters today? Do not rush the answer. Just allow it to emerge. You are preparing your mind for a purposeful day. And focus is on one goal, one meaningful task, and one intention that aligns with you and your bigger vision. And feel the calm that comes with less but meaningful, and say to yourself, I choose clarity over confusion. I know what matters. My energy knows where my focus goes. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, feel a sense of direction settling within you. And you ready carry this clarity along with you throughout your day. And now, beginning toes and fingers, rub your palms, keep it on your eyes and feel, and slowly open your eyes. And now we'll move on to our next segment.
Morning, everyone. So we move on to next segment, and definitely this book is going to be really interesting. The title itself is such an amazing title, Eat the Frog. Basically, it means, as in the beginning, in the introduction, also it was described that frog is not a very pleasant animal to look at. Same way, the task of your to-do list, which is the ugliest one, which is the one where you delay the most, you keep on procrastinating because for n number of reasons. The reason could be any, but the point is that you are not completing it. It seems to be tough or difficult, or it seems to be um, something which you want to just delay further and take it later. So this whole concept is interesting because it is based on your willpower. It is building your discipline and good healthy habits. Habits in the form that complete that toughest task or the most ugliest task in the beginning of the day because your energy level is very high. The day starts in the morning, your energy space is higher than the one which you will see or experience by the end of the day. So if you prolong it, or if you feel that I'll do it in the later part of the day, definitely your energy towards the task is already very low. And in the end of the day, the energy is also, because of various reasons, it drops down. So it's better to complete the task in the morning. It is difficult, but it is achievable. And this is how the entire insight of the book is going to take us further, that how we can do that. There was another beautiful description of building a good addiction. So addiction word is normally treated as something which is negative. So why can't we make good addictions in life, or why can't we adopt good addictions in life where we can lead by example? That you are doing it like this, maybe looking at you, people in the house, maybe your kids will also get inspired and follow the same structure. So today, in the sequence, we are in this third segment, we are supposed to write gratitude. And writing gratitude for something like eat the frog is going to be difficult. So how we are going to frame it around, just get ready with your journals, get ready with your pen. And what you have to think is basically, what will I feel grateful for when the task is done? So whatever the task, first of all, I want you to figure out that one task which was the one which you were dealing, procrastinating. You were not completing it. Okay, since long it was on the to-do list and you were dealing it for whichever reason. Now figure out that task and just visualize for a second that you are done with the task. The task is over. So, what is that one feeling which you will get? What will you be grateful for after completing that task? So, that experience, that is future pacing, you are actually feeling grateful beforehand. So, we have 5, 7 minutes in hand. Let's open up our journals and write our heart out, expressing our gratitude for the task done, because it was a big burden on your head since long. You were not doing it for past 6 months, or maybe 3 months, or maybe weeks. Now imagine you are done with it. What are you grateful for? Let's connect that good aspect of gratitude with the task which I'm dealing. Maybe this will help to convert the things easy and simple for you. So we will take our time. We will open up our journals. We are going to again, I'll share that soft music once again so that we can continue writing in that same soothing spirit.
If you're always tired, overwhelmed, or think you are lazy, it is not your fault. Your nervous system
I'm sure you would have figured out something which would have helped you to complete your task in your imagination and feel grateful for that. Before we end, if anyone could really imagine that how did you complete the task when you paid gratitude for that task, what was the experience or how did you feel inside? If anyone could write it in the chat box, how did you feel? Because if this moment can give you that satisfaction and happiness, imagine that when in reality you will finish the task and genuinely pay gratitude, you will feel another level of happiness. So, if anyone who wants to type it in the chat box and mention that how did you feel in your imagination while praying gratitude to this uh, task which you completed, which was tough for you to complete for past few months? Felt totally satisfied and happy. Absolutely. Feeling of completeness and feeling lighter. See, imagine just in our mind, if we can work and go to that extent. See, this is just before I end feeling lighter. Thank you so much for all your responses. It's already 6 o'clock. We are just going to wind up. Just last thought before I conclude today's session. Our mind is always giving us various thoughts. The thoughts are generated from our mind. We keep on thinking of our future in negative, positive sense. So when we know we can work around our mind and divert it to the positive direction, why not to genuinely take it in that direction and move in that space forward? Instead of thinking it will not happen, why not to draw your attention towards something which is positive? Yes, it will happen. I will work towards it, and I'm sure it will take me to better results. So it's again your choice. You want to sit and sulk and just keep on thinking about negative aspects, or you want to take a positive direction, positive side, take actions and move forward in life. Choice is always yours. On that thought, we end today's session. We meet tomorrow again, same time, same place, same link. Read further, get into the deeper insights of the book, and understand how we can eat our frog with our willpower and determination and make our life easy and simple. Thank you so much. Have a great positive day.